Hey, good morning, everyone, and welcome to RCC Kids Online. This month, we are talking about friendship and how using our words and actions can show others that you care. And so, this whole month, we'll be talking about that. And today, we are learning that friends keep their promises. And so, in today's Bible story, we're going to find out how a guy named David keeps his promise to his best friend, Jonathan. So watch our Bible story, pay close attention, and see if you can figure out how he keeps his promise.
Story start. Take it away.
Hey everyone, I'm Padma.
Hi.
Today we have a thrilling tale of friendship and promises. Promises broken and promises kept. As David grew in popularity, King Saul became so jealous that he gave orders for David to be killed. As David's best friend, Jonathan ran to warn David.
My father is looking for a chance to kill you. Find a place to hide in the field. My father and I will come and stand there. I'll speak to him about you, and then I'll tell you what I find out.
Jonathan begged his father not to hurt David.
Please, don't do anything to harm David. He hasn't done anything to harm you, and what he's done has helped you a lot.
Saul listened to Jonathan and promised.
You can be sure that David will not be put to death.
Jonathan told David, so David returned to the palace. But Saul didn't keep his promise. One night, Saul's jealousy of David became so great that he picked up a spear and hurled it at David. Soon after, David went to find Jonathan.
What have I done? What is my crime that your father's trying to kill me?
Never! My father wouldn't kill you. He promised.
I'm telling you the truth. Look, tomorrow is the new moon feast. Talk to your father while I hide in the field. If he's not trying to kill me, come and tell me. But if he is...
I'll let you know. I promise. But in return, please, always be kind to me as long as I live, and never stop being kind to my family.
I promise.
Jonathan kept his promise. He returned to his father and discovered that Saul really did want to kill David. And the moment he found out, he warned his friend so David could flee far away. Years passed. David escaped Saul again and again until one day, Saul and Jonathan were both killed during a battle. David was heartbroken over the death of his best friend. He mourned for days, but eventually, David was made king in Saul's place. When David was king, he remembered the promise he made to take care of Jonathan's family.
My friend Jonathan is gone. Is there anyone still left of his household? God has been very kind to me, and I would like to be kind to that person as well.
Jonathan's son Mephibosheth is still alive. He's unable to walk because of an injury he received as a child.
Bring him here, so I can keep my promise to Jonathan and show him the Lord's kindness.
David had Mephibosheth brought to the palace and welcomed him with open arms.
Who am I that you should pay attention to me?
Don't be afraid. You can be sure that I will be kind to you because of your father, Jonathan. I'll give you all the land that belonged to your grandfather, Saul, and I'll always provide whatever you need.
Some people looked down on Mephibosheth because he couldn't walk. But David made Mephibosheth a permanent member of his royal household, keeping the promise he made to his friend Jonathan all those years before. The end.
Okay, that was pretty epic.
I know, right?
So, what's our part in the story?
Well, to start with, we can remember how God has always kept promises to us. God promised to send us a Savior and then followed through by sending Jesus. And just as Jonathan and David kept their promises to each other, we can make sure to keep our promises to our friends as well.
Keeping your promises helps build trust between you and your friends. It can help friendships grow.
Right, like Say you borrow a toy or a game from a friend and promise to give it back the next day. Make sure you don't accidentally leave it at home.
Speaking of, here's the pen you lent me.
Thanks. Or say you promise to let your friend pick the next game when you guys play together.
Even if you really don't like the game your friend chooses, it's important to keep your promise and give him a turn.
I think you've got it. See you next time.
Bye. So here's the thing. Friends keep their promises.
Can I promise you a musical outro?
How about we just sing something instead?
Yes!
So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, good night.
We hate to go,
But that's our show, all right. And now it's time for us to say goodbye. Thanks for joining us in the Story Lab. See you next time.
Hey guys, that was a pretty cool story, right? So hopefully you were paying attention and you discovered how, first off, King Saul didn't keep his promise, did he? He promised not to kill David, but then he did. And so David ran away, and then King Saul and Jonathan, David's best friend, were killed in battle. And so David becomes king, and he remembers that he had made a promise to his best friend Jonathan, and the promise was to take care of Jonathan's family. So one of the things that he did was he brought Jonathan's son into his kingdom, and he took care of him. But you know what? Jonathan's son has this really hard name to pronounce. And so hopefully you caught his name, but you probably went by really fast and you're not sure what it is. But it's Mephibosheth, I think. Oh yeah, there it is. So we have a special slide so you can try to figure it out. Mephibosheth. So it's kind of hard, right? But the cool thing is that David kept his promise to Jonathan. And so it's really important that friends keep their promises. And that's our bottom line today. And so that's what we learn from our Bible story. So, hey, guys, thanks for joining us today at RCC Kids Online. And real quick, before we finish up, I just want to remind you of some important announcements. So this Wednesday is our Wednesday night kickoff. So hope you guys can make it. It's from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. this Wednesday. And then the following Wednesday is the homecoming parade. So you can join us walking in the parade, and it'll be lots of fun. Be sure to wear your red, white, and blue. And then we have Saturday in the Park on Saturday, September 16th. So you can join us for that fun event. It's 4 to 7. There will be so much fun there. There'll be face painting. There'll be a slide. There'll be carnival games. There'll be free burgers and hot dogs. There'll even be a worship concert at 6 o'clock. So I hope you guys could make it. But thanks again for joining us.